Yo, what is going on, guys? Episode 63 of many. Hopefully you guys enjoyed Tuesday's episode. We've got a special guest today, Mason Adams. Thank you for joining us. We've got a bunch of stuff to go over today. Mason's gone through his own health and fitness journey as of recent, the last couple of years. He was actually a member of Grizzly Fitness for a while as well. Mason was actually, ironically enough, one of the guys that I helped make some like workout plans and stuff for way back when. So we've got Mason on today. We're going to kind of just uncover his story, talk about, what made you get into it, why you're doing what you're doing, talk about your current day. Mason and I went to school together back in middle school. We played wrestling. Well, we didn't play wrestling. We played football. We wrestled. So got a little bit of history. So we'll dive into it. Mason, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start with what you do right now. Like, what do you do for work? And just tell everybody that kind of stuff.
I'm a correctional officer with the state, so that's all I do.
How long have you been doing that?
Like 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years? Yeah. And then what location are you at?
I started at CCI, which is the maximum security prison in Portage. Worked in SEG there. And then I worked for the Marquette County Sheriff's Office for a few years. Now I'm back in the state prison system at Fox Lake.
Okay. Ironically enough, a lot of these people that I interview for some reason are all correctional officers. So we've got like a repeat theme here. So what is so before we get into it, when you started your health and fitness journey, like how many years ago was that? Like in relation to what you're doing now, is that?
I kind of started it probably like 7 years ago, but I never really took it seriously until the last like year and a half, 2 years.
Okay. And so the first question I want to ask, since we've had so many other correctional officers or like people within that field of work on, or and I don't want to say so many, it's not like we've done 100, but the couple people I've talked to are kind of in the same line of work. Did they encourage you guys to like take your health seriously and stuff, or not?
Not really. No. I mean, corrections or law enforcement in general is just not a very sought after career anymore.
Yeah.
So the standards of hiring people have significantly dropped, and the health side of things is definitely taken a back road to their priorities,
Yeah,
But
I feel like I was talking to Peters, and I was like, I really wish they would incentivize that kind of stuff. For some reason, all my friends that do it have weight issues, and I mean, do you have to do like a ton of overtime and all that kind of stuff too, or you?
Yeah, it's not as bad where I'm at now, but at CCI, it was really bad.
It's like mandatory back to back, like no sleep. And
yeah, I worked 6 days a week, 16-hour shifts for mandatory for a long time, 96-hour weeks.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And no time. I mean, trying to like do health and fitness and you know what I mean? Like there's no routine, I feel like, in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, it's hard to do anything other than just work and sleep. Or find the motivation to do anything more than that.
And so you, family-wise, you have
a daughter.
A daughter?
Yep.
Girlfriend, wife?
Nope, just me and my daughter.
You and your daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know much. So if I ask anything, you don't want me to ask. But so you and the daughter, how old's the daughter?
She's 4. She'll be 5 in January.
And she's with you like all the time, or she goes back and forth? Or
she goes back and forth. I have her a lot though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say probably more than most dads. I have her a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How's that going?
It's the best thing you could ever do.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. Like you should seriously think about like how you want to make that happen in your life and do it. They're the best thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is cool. Not something I've experimented with yet, but I do feel like it takes you to another level too, like of how you have to provide, how you have to care about yourself, like all of those other things. I feel like it plays a big part in that. You really start opening your eyes, like what do I need to do better,
Mm-hmm.
So since she's been in your life, has that impacted like your fitness, you caring about you, you know what I mean?
Significantly. Yeah. Yeah. It's important to me to be able to be there for and run around, and if I ever have grandkids, to be there for them and be an active grandparent.
Yeah.
And not be old and frail and can't move around. I want to be able to do things.
And that's what I talk about so much in here, is I feel like so many people our age don't think about that part of life. You think you're in your 20s, you're invincible, you can do whatever you want, you can not worry about it till later. And it's like, well, let's work on those habits now and let's care about it, because you never know. I mean, not when it's too late, but yeah, who wants to, you want to play with your kids, you want to play with your grandkids, you want to be able to like, and even if kids aren't for you or whatever, I mean, like you still want to be functional. You still want to be able to take care of your own self. You know, you don't want to rely on other people. So let's dive into back when, so 7 years ago, your fitness journey kind of started. Is that when you came to Grizzly for like the first time? Or when did we start at Princeton?
That had to be like 6-7 years ago, right around there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had. I don't know for sure, but it had to be right around there because I don't believe my daughter was born yet. But I was just at a point in my life where I was like, I need to make changes. I had high blood pressure and like 380 pounds, like way overweight and unhealthy, unhappy. I was just like, I need to start making changes, but didn't know how to like take the first steps into doing that, I guess.
What was your 380 was your heaviest ever, or
385? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And is weight a problem with like within your family? Do you think that like does it run?
Yeah, everyone's very overweight. I mean, my dad's built the same way I am. He's 6'8", like very heavy, like always has been. Yeah, and he's down over 100 pounds too. So
what made him do that? You?
Yeah, kind of.
Like he saw you could do it.
Yeah,
I think a lot of that. So the reason I asked about like the family thing is I feel like a lot of people, you know, genetics, and you just kind of like fall into that. You're like, well, this is the way I'm supposed to be, you know. But I really think it just takes that one person to like say, you know what, I'm gonna be the change. I'm gonna be the difference because now look at the positive impact you had on your dad as well, which is super cool. So. And you were, I mean, throughout high school and stuff too, you're always like the heavier guy. What was that like when you were younger? Like, I'm asking from like when you're younger, like what is that like confidence like in high school, like your early 20s? Like what, you know, I feel like the big guy is always got to be the funny guy, right? Like
always, yeah.
So I want to understand that a little bit because I remember going to school with you. I mean, you were the funny guy, like you and all your friends. So
yeah, I think you just like hide behind your insecurities with jokes. I guess you just, you know, your buddies crack jokes, they call you fat fuck or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm fucking fat. Like you just got to make a joke of it because what else are you gonna do? Like, I don't know. I think when you're a kid, you don't really. I didn't deal with a lot of the like bullying and shit like that. I didn't really have that. I had a good friend group. Yeah, it was more just like, this is how I am. I didn't think of that deep about it when I was young, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, then you're like the lineman, right? Like you're like, oh, this is my job. Like I can.
Yeah, I'm a big guy. Yeah.
Like, that's what I get paid to do, you know. Mm-hmm. So then we get through. And so high school, what was your fitness like in high school? I mean, like, were you working out for sports and stuff?
Yeah, I did. I worked out a lot in high school. Actually, I was. I played football. I wrestled. I was in the gym every day after school. Westfield does like a SST program, kind of like BFS or whatever. I think Watoma does. Yep. Similar to that. So I did that during the day instead of like a phy ed class or gym or whatever. So I did SST, and then every night me and like Garrett Chemnitz and those guys would work out, weightlift every day after school for 4 years. I mean, I did it consistently through high school.
So you enjoyed it?
Oh, yeah.
And so you always liked being in the gym. Mm-hmm. You just probably didn't have like the diet dialed in. You're just kind of like...
Yeah, I just ate whatever I wanted. Yeah.
As much as you wanted, whatever you wanted.
Yeah. And there wasn't much cardio. It was just straight weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's not much of a... I mean, in SST, they do a lot of like calisthenic stuff, but it's not enough to outweigh a terrible diet.
Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely overeat really easy. And I mean, when you're in high school though, too, it's like, I mean, again, you're like the lineman, you're like the heavyweight wrestler, right? So it's like, well, that's what they expect of me. So like, it's fine, you know, which I feel like it's a tough thing as a kid, you know, but I also agree with you. As a kid, you're not really thinking like bigger picture. You're just like living and just kind of doing whatever. So that's how you were basically probably raised, you know, so that's just kind of how it was going. So you're determined in high school as far as like working out and stuff goes. You enjoyed that. You enjoyed sports. Then you get out of high school. Like, then what happens? What was your, like, what happened right after, you know, the 3 years after high school, 4 years after high school? What were you doing? Were you college, school, working? Like, what?
I worked. I did road construction through the summer and then winters off. And then I was also I went to Mid-State Technical College and the Rapids.
Okay.
And being up there, I'd always just like loop over to Point and hang out with all my buddies. So I had a lot of drinking, a lot of, you know, late night pizza runs, toppers or whatever, just way too much food and alcohol consumption. Typical college story, I guess. And like in high school, the like first year after high school, I was super active. We hiked all the time. We were in the gym still, whatever. And then those kind of good habits just fall off because you're always in the bar or whatever, one friend stops going and then the next friend stops and you're like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'd rather get day drunk and miss all my classes. I don't know. That was my experience, but I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but I think that's a very common theme for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah. No, fair enough. So what, did we stop, like as soon as school was over, like no more gym time, like no more?
I went for a while.
Yeah.
And probably like I said, probably like a good year. And then after that stopped. And I noticed I started gaining weight. And then I remember one year for Christmas, like my family posted a bunch of pictures on Facebook and I was looking at it and I was like, holy fuck, like what is going on here? I've gained a lot of weight. I've always been like between 220 and 260, but I mean, I was like, oh man, I'm heavy.
Yeah.
Like what's going on here? So that's when I first started like realizing, no, things have gotten out of hand. I need to make some changes. And then started going to the doctor more and realized like my blood pressure's crazy. I'm only like 22. Blood pressure's out of control. Like a couple different health problems. You're just things you shouldn't have. You wake up and your knees hurt like you're 50 years old, and you're 22. That's not right.
Right.
So I don't know. Just decided I need to make a change.
Yeah. So your heaviest was 385. What's your lightest, or what are you at today? Either one.
Right now I'm 230.
And is that like right around your best typically?
Yeah. I mean, in high school I was down to like 200 at points, but in my adult life, that's definitely the lowest I've been. Yeah.
Do you have further goals than 230? Like what is your
250 was my goal. And then I hit that and I was like, I'm not happy yet. Now I want to get under 200.
Yeah.
See what happens. Yeah.
Wow. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'9", maybe somewhere in there. If I had to guess, 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah. So we're going for under 200. And you said you really just started taking it really serious the last couple of years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So 5 years ago, you started working, or you were working out, you were doing stuff. Were you dropping weight 5 years ago?
I would lose like 10 pounds maybe here and there. And then I'd be like, okay, that's good. And then you have a bad weekend and I just stop. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Throw it out the window.
Yeah.
And then put it all back on, maybe even add some more. And then it would just cycle like that. Like for years, like maybe drop 40 pounds, put it all back on. Never was consistent with it at all. I mean, I stayed in the gym and like with working out and stuff, but my diet would just never stay consistent at all.
Why do you think that was?
I think when, I don't know, to be completely honest, I think there's always an excuse. Like, you're doing really good for months and then, it's Thanksgiving. I'm going to smash like 3 plates of Thanksgiving food, and drink a few beers and watch a football game or whatever.
Yeah.
And then shortly after that's Christmas. And then you're just like, well, fuck it. I just ate like shit and then in between that time, it's a very common theme. Like for me anyways, like I'm just throwing it out the window. And then it's like a month or 2 months of just terrible eating.
Yeah. Yeah. So like you mess up once and you're like, well, like it's kind of like that, like tomorrow mindset, right? Like I'll just get back on Monday or like, I'll wait till the new year and then I'll set new goals. Like if it's just always something, right? It's like, well, we can worry about it later. So what changed? I mean, so this was a common issue like throughout your life where you're making progress and kind of going back. And then what happened in like the last 2 years for you to be like, you know what, like now,
I don't know. My daughter, I was probably like 2 years ago, I was playing with my daughter in the yard and I was just like, man, I'm sore, like doing nothing, just playing in the yard, running around. She's 2 at the time. They don't move that fast. Like, and I'm like, man, I'm gassed. And, started looking at it and I'm like, I'm way overweight. I'm super unhealthy. And I want to be here for my daughter forever. And, possibly grandchildren at some point or whatever. It was just like something, I don't really know what clicked, but it just clicked. And I was like, I'm making the change today, whatever. And I remember I went in my house and I threw everything away. Like
that. Like
total
same day,
manic. Yeah. I vaped at the time, threw my vape away, stopped drinking, threw everything out of the cabinet, like zebra cakes and fudge rounds and shit, everything out of the fridge, like manic, just tore the house apart, got rid of it. It's still not in my house. You will never find that kind of shit in my house unless it's like every once in a while for my daughter, but you won't find it for me.
Yeah.
Ever.
So what all did you, I want to keep on that. So you went and threw everything out, you quit all this stuff. What all did we like change in the matter of, like, you cold turkeyed everything? Like, you quit vaping. Mm-hmm. Were you a weed guy at all, or were you smoking at all?
No.
So, and then drinking, do you not drink at all anymore? Is it just once in a while?
I'll have a few here and there, but I didn't drink for 3 years, because I stopped the drinking probably a year before I made this big health change.
Wow.
Just because I was like, I need to, for my daughter, it just takes up time. It's pointless. I feel like shit the next day.
Yeah.
I'd rather spend the time with my daughter. So when she was like 1-ish, I stopped and then just never picked it back up. And now occasionally I'll have like 2 or 3
like
beers.
A family get together or whatever. Yeah.
Probably like a handful of times a year, if that.
So what other things did you just like, what other habits did you just like instantly like, this was changed, right? So like our diet changed drastically. Did you go and like same day go buy a bunch of healthy food? Like how did your diet change? Got rid of all the junk and processed stuff for the most part, it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. And I at first I did like the keto thing. And then I was like, this is not for me. So then I just stuck to strictly like, I would go on TikTok or Instagram or something. I would just search like every day, like say you want pizza, how do I make it lower calorie, higher protein? And I just started making shit off of Reels and TikToks and really focusing on just keeping my calories super low and my protein up. And that's what I've stuck to. I did do carnivore for like 5 months. And even now I'd say I'm probably carnivore like adjacent. I break the rules a little bit, but that's kind of how I base whole foods, very low calorie, high protein, clean stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't eat fast food for 2 years.
Yeah. That's probably a big change. We're eating a lot of fast food prior.
I was, yeah. Especially working all those hours and stuff. It's just way easier. Now I meal prep everything for weeks. I mean, that's what makes it easy for me.
Yeah.
Those are the big changes I made as far as that kind of stuff goes.
I think, having a plan, I think, is the biggest problem that a lot of people don't have. Like, basically in every aspect, you don't have a plan for later in life. Like, obviously your daughter obviously helped create this plan, right? 'Cause you're like, well, I really care about her and I'm going to continue to care about her. And like my health now is important. But even like when it comes to like the meal prep, everybody's like, I don't have time to, eat good. But it's like you take the time on that Sunday or that Saturday or whatever day you're not working and you meal prep 2-3 weeks. And like, so you're creating that plan in every aspect of your life. And I think, and that's basically what I'm trying to say on this podcast. The best way to like get stuff done is like write it down, make your decision on what you're going to do and attack that, So meal prepping and thinking about like your long-term health, like these things are like future focused, goal focused. Like, well, if I want my ideal body, if I want to be under 230, I got to do X, Y, and Z in order to get there. And I don't think a lot of people think as far as X, Y, and Z. They just think of kind of like maybe a little bit of Z and they don't really,
Yeah.
So, so we went basically, so as soon as we threw all that stuff out, you went Whole Foods like right away. Like it was like, I'm eating natural stuff. I'm going to make my own meals basically.
Yeah. I mean, I have chicken, so I eat a lot of eggs. And so I made that change right away. And then I hunt a lot. So I pretty much strictly eat venison and chicken. I don't really buy red meat, very rarely. Those are 2 big changes I made that really helped. And then, I don't know. Now I've gotten to the point where like, if I want a pizza, I'm going to eat a piece of pizza. But I don't need to eat a whole fucking pizza.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Way more disciplined probably about it.
Way more disciplined, yeah.
I can treat myself, but I can control myself type thing.
And if I take a bite of something, I don't care if I paid $100 for whatever it is, $100 for a slice of pizza. If I take a bite of it and it's not worth the calories, I'll throw it out the window. I don't care. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Like food is like a fuel now. It's not a comfort thing. And I think I used it for comfort for so long. It had a lot of negative side effects, I guess, but now it's just strictly like I eat it for what my body needs, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good way to say it. It's like that comfort food. Well, like, what do you do when you're bored? You know, I'm working with Holden. I don't know if you listen to any of the Holden episodes yet, but like, he's going through his journey right now. He was at 482 and we're bringing him down. He's almost to 400 now. He's at like, well, probably shouldn't tell everybody what he's at because we have a check-in at the end of the month, but he's down even more weight. He's looking really good. But like when you're that big, I mean, even myself, I've gained weight. I haven't been that big, but I just like, I'm thinking, when you're bored, you eat. When you're sitting around the house, you eat. Like when you've got nothing better to do, it's like, well, I like food, you know, like it tastes good, you know, it gives your brain something to do. So I think the biggest thing is like staying busy too and staying focused, you know, like keeping that mind busy. Cause if, like I said, on a Sunday when we're all sitting there relaxing and watching NFL, like that's probably the easiest time just to keep eating food on a Sunday. It's like, you're not even hungry, but you're hungry, you know?
Yeah. I just fill my time with any type of activity. Like if I'm sitting there and I'm just bored out of my mind, I'm like, I need something to do. The house is clean. There's nothing to do. Like I'm hungry for no reason. I'd just go for a run.
Yeah.
Or go hike, go do something, take my kid to the park.
Yeah.
Go do something, anything to fill that time. And then once I get back home, it's like, okay, well now it's dinner and I can eat something. But,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a good habit in itself. It's like if you get that urge, just go and do something. Yeah. I think staying busy is like the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what, I wanted to ask, so what does your today like regimen look like? Your workout routine? You said you go for runs. Like I know you do like some weighted stuff like as well. Like what is your fitness routine life? What does that look like?
A lot of cardio at the moment. And I think that's just because for me, it's my least favorite part. And I try to make myself do hard shit. So I run a mile every day with a 100-pound vest. I started that with 20 pounds, and every time I lost 10, I'd add 20.
Wow.
And now I can't add any more to it because I'm down 150 pounds and it only holds 100. But I'll run that, run a mile with it, or I'll hike like, I don't know, a month ago I hiked 3 miles with it, and then the Rocha Cree State Park, the stairs there. So I hiked 3 miles and hiked the stairs up and down and then 3 miles back to the truck. So 6 miles. And yeah, I just, that weighted vest thing is so slept on, dude. That helped me. Like if you don't have time to go to the gym or you don't, whatever, you just need a little bit more to amp up whatever you're doing. You put that weighted vest on and just go do your dishes or walk your dog or go for a walk. It kicks it up. Just that for me, it changed everything for sure.
That's awesome. And so, do you ever like think about that vest as like a reminder to like, dude, this is 100 pounds. Like I was heavier than that at one point, but like, does it mentally, like, do you ever be like, well, I was this weight at one point, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think that's a big thing for me. Like when I'm running, I'll be like, man, this sucks. But like, it sucked even worse when I was 300 pounds or whatever, 380 or 280.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to keep doing it till it doesn't suck. And if it always sucks, then I'll just keep doing it forever, I guess, you know?
Do you care about like if you go for like a run or something, do you ever care about like your times and try to improve like fitness that way? Or are you just more like, I'm going to go do it for like a half an hour, or I'm going to go do 1 mile? Like, do you really care about like, you know what I mean?
No, I did in the beginning. I don't really anymore. I just kind of do it and go until I feel like I've done enough. I don't know. For me, it's like I need to push myself until my body's just gassed. And then I'm like, okay, I'm good for the day.
Yeah. But no, I only ask because I recently just got into, like, I'm trying to run a little bit here and there. I do a lot of walking. I mean, I get a lot of steps in, but I'm trying to just improve that cardiovascular health even more and get my heart rate up in that zone 3, 4, and 5. I don't know if you track heart rates and that kind of stuff. I'm just trying to be more physically fit. You know, we're in football, wrestling, whatever. There's conditioning, there's this stuff. And now it's like, well, I go for incline walks or I go for a walk. Like, it's not, I want to get back to that, like, not athlete, but you know what I mean? Like, just if I wanted to run a 5K and kind of compete, I could. So I've been like kind of watching my times, but I'm just like, I don't even really care. I just want to be moving at a different pace and like get my heart rate up and like you said, kind of kick my ass. I just want to do that. I don't really care about being like the world's fastest runner. It's probably too late for that, you know? So
yeah, absolutely. I do everything. I haven't had a gym membership in, I don't know, over a year and a half. Maybe even 2 years, a long time. Pretty much this whole like last bit where I've dropped all this weight, I've done it without a gym membership and very, very busy schedule. Like I work more than most people, 80, 90 hours a week. I have my daughter on the weekends. Like my time is filled. I'm a very busy person to like get a hold of, but I still make time to do it every day, whether it's like I'll run every day, and then I also do some sort of like push-up, sit-up, air squat, burpees, something like that at home every day, which now I'm to the point where like I have a lot of loose skin and stuff. Not a lot compared to some people, but I do have a decent amount that I wasn't really anticipating, I guess. I don't think I really knew how big I was, I guess. Yeah. But now I'm to that point, I'm like, I need to start packing some muscle on, I think. I think once I get down to 200, I'm going to start more of the weight side of things, trying to add some muscle on.
Do you think with your schedule, like if you didn't work as much as you did, that you would probably be weightlifting or like?
Yeah, I think I'd be in the gym more for sure. Yeah.
So I feel like that's probably one of the problems is like, even I had a membership, I'd only use it once or twice a week just because of like your availability, right? And, I mean, it's not like you live, where's the closest gym where you're at right now? Or like what town would you have to go to?
Wautoma or Princeton.
Yeah. Where are you living at right now?
Grand Marsh.
Okay. And how far, I mean, that's still 30 minutes?
Yeah, 30 here.
Yeah.
30 here. I think it's 40 to Princeton.
So I'm saying like, it's not very convenient for you to get to a gym.
Yeah.
Especially with your limited schedule and availability. So doing what you're doing is probably best at this time and kind of keep kicking on that. So what other habits, what other things, because we talk like general lifestyle. So like you've got a really good dialed fitness routine. You're really focused on that. Your diet seems to be on point. You're eating really well. Do you have like I'm big on like my water intake on a day-to-day basis. I read now, like I'm reading books all the time, right? Like I try to turn my phone off before I go to bed. You know, like are there other routines or things that you're doing that like you're just like, you know, like this is what I do now. Like I really focus on really good sleep routines and stuff. So just any of like one-off things that you're doing as well, that's like a big benefit. You know what I mean?
I drink a gallon of water a day. That's super important to me. I don't know. It helps. And I read somewhere, I don't know where, that it helps with like hunger cravings. So that's why that started. Nothing to do with being hydrated. I just get hungry and pound a bottle of water, you know.
Yeah.
So I drink at least a gallon of water a day. And then I don't know. I don't have any super crazy routines right now, I don't think. I mean, all pretty average stuff.
When's like the last time you allow yourself to eat? Like I assume you don't want to eat right before you go to bed, or maybe you're just an anomaly. Maybe you just.
No, I'll eat at like 3 normally, like 3 to 5 p.m.
And then what time you go to bed at?
I normally go to bed. So I work second shift, 2 to 10. I drive an hour to work every day. So like I normally don't get home till 11. So then I'll go to bed at like midnight. My sleep routine's terrible right now. But when I was on a better schedule, I was going to bed earlier, getting 8 hours, whatever. Typically right now I'm getting like 5 to 6.
So you eat dinner at 3 to 5 p.m. So like at the start of your shift, you're eating dinner basically?
I get to work and eat right away, and then I don't eat anything else.
So like that's a good routine. That's what I would call like a good positive habit. Like you're giving yourself plenty of time to like digest. You're not supposed to eat like 2 hours within 2 hours of going to bed. Like you want your body enough time to like digest the food and work it. If you eat too close to bed, you're gonna have an elevated heart rate when you're trying to sleep. So you're just gonna have not as good of sleep basically. And I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like a lot of people are like, well, I'm kind of hungry and then I'm going to go to bed. If I eat a little bit, like I pass out faster because you get that food coma going. But really you want a good 2. I mean, I eat dinner at 3 and I don't go to bed till like 8:30. So like 5.5 hours, which you're even longer than that, which is great. So what about breakfast? Like you go to bed at say midnight. What time are you waking up at? Like 8?
Yeah, ish. Somewhere and then 7:30.
How long until you're eating breakfast typically? Or your first meal of the day, Adam?
I'll get up and work out. And then typically I'll do like, I'd say probably by 9 I'm eating breakfast. It's normally like 2 or 3 eggs with maybe some venison steak or something. But
so I mean, it's not like crazy calories or anything, but so like one of the routines that I've gotten into is I don't eat till 10 a.m. right now. I'm up at like 5:20. So I'll give myself 3, 4, 5 hours of fasted in the morning. I'm trying to make a very big fasted window. I don't know. Are you like an intermittent fasting guy? Have you ever tried intermittent fasting or not?
Yeah. I did do that for a long time as well. Now I only eat 2 meals a day. So I'll eat my breakfast at like 9 and then I don't eat again until 3 or 5 and then I don't eat. So yeah, I mean, on the days where I'm like, God, I could just have to have something, I'll do like a protein bar or something or shake, some sort of protein shake.
Yeah.
Typically I'll just go the day without anything.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm trying to get to like the 1 meal a day just to see what it's like the constant 24-hour fast, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of studies out there. I mean, I don't know. Some people say after 36 hours or 48 hours, like your body just really goes into this. Have you ever done like an elongated fast? Have you ever done like a?
I have not. I've read on it though. I've done like full 24 hours.
Yeah.
I've done that, but I've never done anything more than that.
I'd like to try like a 48 or 72. I just like food a lot.
Yeah.
Like I love ribeyes and eggs. So like I can't decide like, oh, today's a good day to do that. But I'm trying to make my fasting window larger. So I'm at like 19 hours now because I'll eat breakfast at 10 and then I'm done eating by like 3 or 4 is kind of my cutoff. So I only have a 5 or 6 hour eating window, which is giving me, 18 to 19 hours of being fasted. So I'm trying to increase that. I'm trying to maybe try like the 1 meal a day, just to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I like testing stuff on myself. Like everybody's got their own stuff that works for them. So it's just like good, I think, to try different stuff, I
think that's super important when you're going through any type of health changes, like just all the stuff you see online. Just because it worked for someone else doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Like pick it apart, use all these little tools. Like if you watch a video and you're like, I like that, well, put that in your tool belt, pick it apart and build your own story, I guess. Don't just go, I saw this guy do carnivore and he dropped 50 pounds in a month.
Yeah.
You're not going, I didn't.
Yeah.
I did it for 4 or 5 months and I didn't really see a huge influx in weight loss. It wasn't, it was just miserable because I couldn't, I'm like, damn, I want pizza, bro. Yeah. I can't eat a pizza.
Did you do carnivore like early on in your?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So
pretty early.
Yeah.
Like I was I think it was 350 when I did it the first time.
Looking for a quick fix and trying to
Yeah, I was like, oh, I just want to drop it now. Like I want it to be gone.
So let's dive in. When you did the carnivore, I'm only interested because I'm carnivore, obviously. So what, you just ate a bunch of meat? Like, did you do it like where you could eat as much as you wanted as long as it was meat?
No, I would weigh all of everything.
So you'd still do like a calorie count?
Mm-hmm.
Did you have, how many calories were you trying to remember?
Under 2,000.
Yeah.
I haven't changed my calorie count since I started. I sit right around like 1,600 calories.
Wow.
I'm still dropping weight.
And you energy wise and everything, you feel great?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I always go back and forth. Like I think if you severely go in too big of a calorie deficit, that your body is actually really good at survival mode, basically, is what they say, right? So basically, like if you're way too undercaloried, your body will start holding fat on purpose because it wants to like utilize it for as long as it can, right? Instead of burning fat efficiently, it's like I got to hold on. So, but I was just curious, when you were 350 and you're doing 2K calories a day, like Holden, what I'm doing with him, and he was trying to eat like under 2,000 calories a day. I'm like, dude, you weigh 480. Like you take a lot of energy to like move, like, so he could really be, him just getting out of bed and walking around throughout the day, like his body's already requiring like 3,500 calories. So I'm like, you can eat 3K calories a day. Like you can eat way more than I can. Like if I was eating that many calories, I'll put on weight. You can eat that much and like your body's going to utilize it because of how big you are basically, right? Or what your weight is. So anyways, got off track a little bit, but, so is there anything else? You don't do anything else as far as like, I guess you get home at a weird time and then you probably just pass out right away.
I shower and let my dog run around a bit and then go to bed.
Yeah.
It's pretty fast. Yeah.
What, how does it work with your diet? So you get home at midnight, 11?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Midnight.
What, your daughter has like
with her mom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then you just pick her up on the way home, or how does
I'll pick her up and now she's in school. She started school. So I'll go over there in the morning and take her to school every day. So that's pretty much how it works. She'll stay there every night.
Yeah.
But this new schedule is kind of a more recent change, I would say. I've only been at Fox Lake like 5 months and I work Monday through Friday, 2 to 10. I've never had a schedule like that in my adult career.
Like a routine?
Yeah. I've always been like, work 2 days this week, 3 days this week, whatever, or a weird rotation where you're 6 on, 2 off, a weekend off every 6 weeks or whatever. Like I've always been on a weird rotation, so I've been able to have her more. Now that I'm like a Monday through Friday, you really don't like get to see, once they're in school and stuff, you don't see your kid a whole lot. It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where's she going to school at?
Westfield.
Do you have any thoughts on like, do you want to talk about education and all, like public schools and that kind of stuff? Do you have any like 2 cents? I don't know.
I don't really. I just think, I don't know as far as the education, like all that goes. She's just in pre-K. Mm-hmm. So she's like drawing pictures and shit right now. Yeah.
It's pretty easy right now.
But I think it's a scary time to send your kids to school, and all you can do is give them the tools they need to be able to protect themselves, I guess, or whatever. I think that's important to me.
Is your daughter taking up any, like, does she like sports, or is she doing anything like that as well?
She hunts with me a lot. She's in dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, she does dance.
And hunting.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
she loves to hunt. Yeah. She's been sitting in the stand with me since she was like 2, and she'll just go out there and sit, and deer will come out and like, what do you think? Should I shoot it? She's like, oh no, it's too small. It's like 160-inch buck. She's like, oh, it's too small. I'm like, okay, you got crazy standards, but that's all right.
That's awesome. That's great. That's so you think she'll take up hunting then? She'll be
Oh yeah, she loves it. Yeah.
That's cool.
We shot a doe last year together and went and tracked it and stuff, and then she helped me cut it up. And now she'll tell you, like, when we pull it out to eat it, she's like, this is deer we shot. Like, she comprehends that we went out and harvested this, and we're going to eat it, whatever. But
super cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool, yeah.
You got like a little mini Mason.
Yeah. She's way smarter.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's probably good.
Yeah. Very good
That's
thing.
good for everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. So you're on your, like, so I'm curious on, like, the parenting aspect, because it's not something I've had to do, but you're, like, on your own fitness journey and health journey, like, and maybe it's not even really a journey. I mean, our life is a journey, but like now it's like habits for you. You're just, this is what you do. This is how you live. You've got your daughter. Like, how do you raising a kid? I feel like, like, are you trying to instill the same habits of, like, eating good with her? Like, I know you mentioned sometimes the zebra cakes might be around because you might give some to her every now and then, but, like, how do you do that as a parent? Like, do you know I'm trying to ask, kind of?
I think it's a fine line to walk, because you don't want to, like, deprive them of the things like soda and candy and shit. You don't want to, like, absolutely no, you can't have it ever. Like, everyone knows a kid that's parent was like that. You don't want your kid to be that kid, I think.
Well, then they go behind the parents' back anyways and do that.
Yeah,
right?
she's gonna eat it eventually, or drink soda, or do whatever she wants to do.
Sure.
So it's more important, I think, to teach her, like, you can have those things in moderation, but you need to eat these things as well. Like, your body needs this. You want that. So let's eat the things you need, and savor the things you want.
Yeah.
You don't need to eat a box of zebra cakes in a night, and she will if you let her. Kids are crazy, dude. Yeah.
That's what I was curious on, like, how you go about instilling that stuff, and then, like, also, like, co-parenting, right? Like, going back and forth. Like, do you guys, like, communicate the same stuff as far as, like, hey, well, like, I don't know how this works, so I guess I'm just talking out loud, but, like, are you over here saying, like, hey, look, I kind of want to make sure she's eating good foods? Like, are you guys working that together? You know what I mean?
Yeah, me and her mom are very much on the same page with a lot of things, and if we're not, we have a discussion about it. I think as far as co-parenting goes, I got very lucky. Most people aren't that lucky. There's a lot of bickering and stuff.
Yeah.
We truthfully are, like, really good friends that just didn't work out as parents, or partners, but we're great co-parents together. And it's just about doing what's best for your kid at that point. So we communicate everything. Like, we're on the same page about everything we do.
Yeah.
I'm very fortunate in that aspect, because I know a lot of people that co-parent, and that's not the case at all.
Sure.
But in my situation, it's been easy. Like, she needs to start eating more veggies or whatever, and then we're both just on it. Like, it's just, okay, we're going to start doing that.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But
how does your 4-year-old go about, like, when you're making her eat her veggies and stuff? Or does she, like, not really complain, or is she, like...
Depends.
Yeah?
Depends on the day. She went on a big broccoli kick for a long time, and now she just is like, oh, broccoli's terrible. Like, you used to eat broccoli by the, cupfuls, and now she just won't even touch it. So it just depends. It's a weird thing. Sometimes they want things, like, she's been on a big grilled cheese kick lately. She'll eat 10 of them if you let her, and then you pull out carrots, and she's like, ugh, okay, like, how are we going to do this now? But it's a weird thing. I don't force it ever. I guess it's probably a little, I don't force anything. I'm not going to sit her down and be like, you're going to eat this. Yeah. Like, I'm not that kind of parent. I'll put it in front of her and tell her, I'd really appreciate it if you'd take a bite or two of that. Like,
yeah,
you should try it. It's good for you. You should try this, and then you can have that. every once in a while I'll be like, if you take 2 bites of this, you can have more of that or whatever. And she'll try it. I don't know. It's a weird thing to navigate. I've never been a parent before, I'm figuring it out too.
Yeah.
But
does she, so like, and I've just always been curious, cause I'm like, well, if I had a kid, like, I'm carnivore right now, like would I would do a lot of research and learning and understanding of that. But, does she like take to going on hikes and working out with you and stuff? Like, does she enjoy doing that? Like, she go for runs and stuff with you? And
yeah, she loves all that stuff. She goes everywhere. We go trekking through the woods, hiking. She's down for all of it.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes, like, we'll be sitting at home and I'm like, oh, I'm just enjoying my day off with my daughter or whatever. I'm not going to push going to the gym or going and doing anything. And she'll be like, oh, we should go for a walk or a hike. And I'm like, well, that makes it easy. I guess we're going,
Yeah.
So we get up and go. But she enjoys it a lot for sure.
Interesting. Yeah. I've always just been, not always, but I've just been curious, like, instilling those habits, like I try to instill those habits into my friends and my family, right? So it's just like interesting, like when you get your mini-me running around, like how are you going about like teaching, educating, like making sure they're being brought up the right way and not going, like not making the same mistakes you did, right? Like, hey, I don't want my kid to be that person in school. Like I want my kid to be fit or, whatever, right? It's a totally different outlook that you've got now. So just curious on how like the parenting process goes on that. And like, obviously she's 4, right? Like how much does she comprehend or take in?
You wouldn't think it's much, but they watch everything you do and analyze it and make their own stuff. I don't know, like like I went skydiving yesterday and I showed her the video and she's like, I could do that. Like, yeah, you could do that. You could, and you should.
Yeah.
So everything you do, they watch and they learn,
Let's talk about that. Cause I didn't forget, but I'll let you bring it up. You went skydiving, which is awesome. I mean, good for you. I don't want to do it, but I'm happy you did.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What did you tell me the other day when you were telling me you're going skydiving? You've always wanted to?
I've always wanted to, but I've always been too heavy. You have to be under 260. And I kind of always was like, oh, I'd do it if I was thinner or whatever. And now that I'm thinner, I had to do it.
That's awesome.
I've always said it. So now that I've lost the weight and I'm under what they require, got to do it, So I just went and did it.
What other things in life have gotten easier since you've like lost weight? Like what other things sucked while you were heavier that you're like
shopping?
Yeah.
Dude, when you got to buy a 4X shirt and like I'm not a super tall guy, so like 48, 30 pants. That's crazy, dude. Like you can't find them anywhere. It's terrible. You just feel like fat sack of shit shopping. Like for anything. So you're just like, I'm fine. I'll just wear the same 3 shirts that I have. So that's significantly easier. Clothes shopping, being in public in general or doing anything, like you don't take up as much room. You don't feel as like looked at, I guess. I don't know.
What's the confidence been like?
Oh, it's crazy different.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not even anywhere close to where I want to be, but it's different once you start noticing it for sure.
You just feel like going, like you said, like in public, you're not as looked at or feel that way, whether you were or not before.
Yeah.
But like naturally, it's like I feel like the eyes are on you, or at least you feel that way. So confidence, just in general, walking the streets, walking in public, hanging out with your friends and family, and that kind of stuff. Like you feel
so much better. Yeah. Nothing really compares to the feeling that you get once you like. Because when you lose like 20, 30, 40 pounds. When you're that heavy, it's not a drastic change.
Right.
And, like somebody that's 200 pounds, they lose 50 pounds. It's like, holy shit, this guy's all ribs now, or whatever. Somebody that's 380 pounds loses 50 pounds, is still a fat guy.
Yeah.
Like it's a huge accomplishment and don't downplay it to yourself. But you look at yourself and you're like, no, nothing's changed. There's still like, even now I'm down 150 pounds and sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, nothing's really changed. Like I have so much work to do still. But you look at pictures side to side and stuff and you can really tell like, holy fuck, I've made a huge difference. But
yeah,
I don't know.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, good.
I think I kind of circled your question there a bit, rambled, but that's the gist of it, I think.
I just didn't know, like Holden was saying like driving his car was tougher, like just little day-to-day stuff like that too, like his belly doesn't hit his steering wheel now, like, and he's only down again, from 480 down to what he's at now. I think the weigh-in for our last pod, he was like 430 or whatever he was. But just like that 50 pounds right there made such a huge difference. And now he's like, I mean, he's not going to be satisfied for a while. But I just didn't know if there's other things, like your blood pressure's probably down. So like maybe, I don't know if when you used to stand up, like if you would like get lightheaded and that kind of stuff, or
yeah, sometimes.
And that's usually a problem like that. So just didn't know if there's other things, like Holden said his feet are feeling less swollen, like his shoes fit better, like just stuff like that.
Stretching, tying my shoes. I mean, I don't know, just everyday tasks at work. Like I walk a lot in my career, and it doesn't, I mean, I could stand all day, 20, where before I'd be like a half hour and I'm sweating and I'm fucking gassed. I was going
to say, what was it like breathing before? I know like a lot of the, when you're bigger, right? Walking around, you walk from here to there and all of a sudden you're out of breath, right?
That it was terrible.
So, and that's not a problem anymore, right? I mean, like you're probably arguably in like the best, maybe high school when you're 200, but like, I mean, you probably are doing way more cardio now than you ever did, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, as far as feeling good about that stuff, have you done like any 5Ks or any competitions or anything like that? Mm-hmm. Or do you plan on doing any of that kind of stuff?
I don't know. I think right now I'm just focused on getting myself to a weight where I'm comfortable, like where I look and feel comfortable, I guess. I don't know. That's my only goal right now. And then from there, we'll go take it further.
Yeah.
It becomes, once you like, it becomes like addicting almost. Like I feel like it's annoying to people that don't do it or don't care about their health or whatever. Like we'll go out to eat with a bunch of my buddies that don't care. And like, I'm like, got to study the menu and see what I can eat.
Yeah.
Or ask them to do certain things like cook the food in real butter or whatever, like, or whatever your weird thing might be throughout your diet, you got to do those things. And people are just like, oh, like, well, you like, I have one buddy, he'll just tell me like, well, you just shut the fuck up. And I'm like, no, I won't, dude. It's super hard. And like, it's the most like satisfying, like 100% guaranteed satisfaction rate thing you'll ever do in your life. Like, I don't know. I can't explain it to you because you haven't done it, but like, I'm sorry if it's annoying, but it's who I am and I got to do it. So fuck you if you don't like it. Like
you know my past, man. Like I want to, you've seen what I've done. So I don't know why that would even, like, but I know what you're saying. It's like you go like, I have the same thing, I'll be out with people and I mean, I don't get that kind of response. I wouldn't tolerate it, but but like the same thing. It's like almost like you're more of like a problem because like you have, I only go to Texas Roadhouse basically because I get steak, you know what I mean? Like, and, I'm not always super strict. Like I will go get like a cheeseburger or something. I won't eat the bun, but what has it been like for, going off of that, like friends and family? Like how has that changed, right? Because you went sober for 3 full years and now you really don't drink. Obviously, we've all grown up. As you get older, you kind of lose friends. You only have a couple here and there anyways. But how has that changed? Like when you made that decision, when you went cold turkey that day and then continued on that path, like how many people were calling like, hey man, let's go out, let's do this. And then you're like, hey man, I can't, like what was that like?
You lose a lot of friends or people that you thought were friends.
Yeah.
I think it's hard for sure because you're like, it's hard when you're in the moment because you're like, well, fuck, I can't do anything. This is just everyone, especially in Wisconsin, like that's what everyone does. Yeah. Everyone drinks. There's nothing to do, especially towns like this, whatever, like not much to do, so it's Friday night, everyone's going out to the bar and you're just at home reading a book, and I'm fine with that. At first it bothered me, but now I've like got into such a routine of it and like seen some of those same people and where life has taken them. And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm good doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. No, fair enough. I was curious. Cause I mean, I'm trying to tell people that too. Like I was telling Holden, I was like, as you make this change for the better for yourself, like you might lose some people. Like you might have people that you thought were friends that, want the old Holden. They want the big fat funny guy and not the, wow, like we go and sit down and you have to ask for shit cooked in butter. You know what I mean? Like,
or whatever.
Totally different. And like, everybody's got to like level up and change. I mean, not everybody, nobody, a lot of people don't, but like as you have leveled up and you've kind of, pushed yourself beyond where Mason thought he would have been 10 years ago. And I just think a lot of people don't ever hit that stage of like truly caring or thinking about the future. And then all of a sudden they're 40 or 50 and they're overweight and they've got no good habits and they don't know how to go to the gym and they don't really know any of that fitness stuff. And then we just get in this, I don't know, weird, weird spot. But well, what else would we like to uncover? So you went skydiving, which is probably the time of your life. What was that like?
The coolest thing you could ever do, dude. I think everyone should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there no words can describe it. It's the coolest thing you could ever do with.
What was it like
time.
breathing?
You can breathe fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Just
like
put
the
your
wind.
head up and breathe through your nose.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You like roller coasters and stuff?
Never been on one.
Really?
Yeah.
Never been on a roller coaster?
No.
Probably too big.
Yeah, that's another thing. I've always been like, I don't know if I was too big, but I wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
Dude, the embarrassment of sitting down in that thing not closing.
Yeah.
Fuck you. There's no way, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
That's fair.
Yeah, I would now, but
What, so Sky, did you ever have a feeling like, what was it like as soon as you're about to jump out of the plane? Like, what is that like? Was it all adrenaline? Were you like having a heart attack? Like, are you just like, oh, this is gonna be so easy? Like, what was?
I was fine. And
Yeah.
then the plane that I jumped out of was like, you're literally just sitting on the ground, like crisscross applesauce with a couple other dudes. You have no idea who anybody is. Like the guy next to me, he was like 23 from Louisiana, never been in a plane. No, none of his family knows he's up here. Like he's just like, oh, I'm just doing it. So I'm like, oh, I can't be scared. This fucking guy, if he dies, no one's going to find him. You know, at least my mom knows I'm here, you know, whatever. But, and so then you like, I was the first one out of the plane. So you like get up on your knees and they strap into you and you're like head to head with the pilot. The pilot's like goofy, dude, like Hawaiian shirt, scraggly mustache. I'm like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 21. Like, this guy's flying us around. Like, what is going on here? The door opens and then you're like, oh, fuck. You know, you look out and it's just straight to nothing. That was the only time I was like, this might be a little rough. But then once you fall out, it's gone. So it's like it was like a second of like, holy shit, what am I doing? And then it was just gone again. I didn't care.
I'm just too scared that the chute's not going to go and the backup chute's not going to go or whatever. You know, like I don't know.
And then you hit the ground and it stops. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. It's an interesting confront with fear for sure.
Yeah. That's what I was wondering. You know, it's like one of those things where it's like you're so scared to do it that if it's like I'm not necessarily like I wouldn't. Some people are scared of spiders or whatever other phobias they've got, but like putting yourself in that situation and getting over it, I feel like is such a powerful thing.
The scariest part to me, like I'm not afraid of heights or anything of that. I don't trust people.
Yeah.
Probably a lot to do with what I do for work and stuff. Like you're strapped to this guy, you got to trust him.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know him. I've known him for a half hour and now he's going to say, you know, make or break my day here. You know, you just got to trust it.
Yeah.
So that was a big part of it for me is getting over that amount of fear, I guess. But
yeah, I like being in control for sure. I don't like giving the keys to anybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
Huh. Do you have any other big goals that you want to tackle in just general, like life, like fitness, health? You want to go on vacation? Is there anything else that you're like looking forward to? I know you're trying to get down to your ideal body weight before you maybe do something else, but is there anything else that you're striving to do or, you know, something else cool like skydiving? I don't care, like any direction that you want to go with that.
I'd like to do a bunch of stuff, man, like tandem jumping or like base jumping, stuff like that. I'd like to do different things like that, or I'd like to make a career change at some point, I think. Not that I don't like what I do, but it's just boring.
Yeah.
I'm tired of being bored, stuck in the same like 9 to 5 thing. I need to figure out a way to increase financially, I guess. I think that's been a big part of everything too, is like generational health and wealth is a huge thing for me. And I make good money, don't get me wrong. Like I'm not going to sit here and say I'm poor because there's definitely people doing a lot worse than me. We make good money, but I want more. Which maybe might sound a little greedy, but I just want to set my kid up for the best possible advantage in life, I guess.
Were you money motivated prior to your daughter?
Slightly, but not not nearly as much. Before my daughter, I was very like carefree, like didn't care about much, like just living day to day. If I got $20 a day, that's cool. I don't really need more tomorrow.
Yeah.
But now that I'm older and whatever, I built a house last year and bought some property and stuff. I think it's just trying to set things up for a better future for her, for sure.
What any direction on where you want to go with career path, life, like things that you really enjoy doing, that if you could make money doing it, that would be awesome, you know what I mean? Like
I don't know
maybe
yet.
Be a skydiving instructor.
That would be crazy. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to think about it.
Yeah.
I think you can make money doing anything you want to do nowadays. It just depends on how much work you want to put in.
Yeah, for sure. I was just curious if you had like a certain thing. I mean, I agree. It sounds pretty damn boring. So I can see why you'd want to do something else, but I didn't know if there was something that you're super passionate about that you're just like, man, if I could, you'll have to let me know when you, do you have a goal in mind? Like again, in the next couple of years, you want
to? No, I don't have any like set goals or whatever, but I journal a lot. That's a habit that's changed. And I write ideas down in that every once in a while. So I'm sure if I flip through that on any given day, it could be something different. Yeah. But I think you do something that like makes you happy or whatever, and it you're like, oh, I could do that. But is it realistic? I don't know. So just got to kind of sit down and think about what I want to do, I guess.
Daily journaling?
Yeah, every day.
Before you go to bed?
Yeah.
What do you like?
And throughout the day, like my meal stuff.
Is it like a journal app on your phone or something?
No, I write down.
Physical?
I care for, yep.
What's your goal with that? Like why?
Originally it started because I tried an app for counting calories and stuff and it just didn't work for me. Like I don't use my phone like that. I'm not a big social media guy or whatever. I might post something here and there, but not on my phone a lot. So having a physical paper journal was just easier for me to track all my meals and stuff. And then it turned into like, I started slowing down in my fitness stuff or weight loss. And I was like, okay, well, I need to start jotting down like things that are improving. Like, okay, I haven't lost weight in 3 weeks, but I'm down 4 pant sizes or whatever. Or I feel better. I have more energy.
Yeah.
My blood pressure's not shit today. Like, then it kind of turned into things I'm grateful for. And now I just jot, I mean, like a page of shit every day, sometimes a paragraph. It just depends on what I'm feeling, I guess.
So, okay. So things that you're grateful for, things you're noticing that are changing or how you feel, like kind of, I'm asking because I just started kind of journaling as well, right? And I started doing like my goals for the week for my personal health and fitness. So I write them down on Sunday or Monday. Well, I say Monday because I have to do them today. I didn't do them yesterday. But Sunday, I write down a bunch of goals that I want to do personally for health and fitness. Things that are like basically habits, but like I just want to make sure I really do them this week, you know? So I feel like I've been off lately. So I was like, you know what? I need to write pen and paper. It's going to force me to accomplish what I want to do because I can't go to bed. Like if I can't even follow through on a promise I make to myself, like what kind of man am I going to be, right? Like, and I look at that now for like a lot of decisions. Like if you can't follow through on something you're going to do, like if you tell me, hey man, I'm going to be there at 10:45 and you get here at like 11:30, unless there's some like weird, you know what I mean? Like I feel like a man's word is so important, right? And so like if I can't even hold myself accountable, if I can't even do what I want to do, like I wrote it down on Sunday, like I should go out and accomplish this because, you know, I just feel like it's like that character aspect, like who you are, like I don't know, like it's just so important. So I've been journaling, so that's why I was curious on what you go about journaling. Definitely trying to bring like what's one thing I'm grateful for at the end of each day, like to get that mindset, because that gratitude, that gratefulness, I feel like is so important. And then I'm also doing 3 daily wins. So like like at least 3. So what little wins that I have today? Our podcast will be one of the wins. You know, maybe I went to the post office, you know, like whatever it was, right? So anyways, I was just curious. I had another direction I wanted to go with that. The journaling. So is there anything else? I mean, we just uncovered another powerful thing that you're doing. Is there anything else like along those lines that I asked you before if there was anything else that, you know, you were doing, any habits? The journaling is a great one. So is there anything else that you're not thinking of that maybe
I don't really know. I think it's important to give yourself credit when credit's due, but also hold yourself accountable, which is something that I've had to learn to do. So just a lot of like full conversations with myself, trying to hash shit out, I think. And that's really not anything I've ever done before. I've definitely never held myself accountable for anything. That is super important, especially going through weight loss stuff. Like, it's just you. No one else can fuck it up. Like, you picked up the food and put it in your mouth. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, you didn't get off the couch today. That's no one else's fault. You need to hold yourself accountable for that.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. I think that's very important, or it has been for me. And that's another big thing that I do.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Holding yourself accountable. I'm just curious, what if you're, and I'm trying to ask them these questions too, so the people listening that maybe know somebody that was in a position like you can relate to this. I want to give different perspectives, obviously, but cravings when you were your old self versus now, like when you're bored, I feel like you can crave everything, but were you like a big soda guy? Were you a big candy guy? Were you like a pizza every day? Like what kind of things were you doing? And how those cravings change?
Chips and soda were a big thing for me. And I wouldn't even say they were cravings. It's just like what I always had, I don't know. And then once I cut them all out, I was never a big sweets guy or anything, but once I cut them out, the cravings sucked for a while. I just got really good at like focusing on trying to make my like mental toughness, I guess. And now I don't have them. Like I just shut it off. Anything in my life, it's a good and a bad thing, but anything in my life, any aspect of it, anything, it doesn't matter. Like if I don't want it and it's not good for me, I'm not going to do it. And I don't think about it twice. I'm good.
Yeah.
And I think that it just took a lot of like beating myself down and telling myself like, you have been a fucking bitch for so long and you're not going to let yourself do that anymore. And sometimes it just takes that, like, say I'm close on my calories and you guys had a pizza in here and you're getting, you're all eating, hey, do you want one? Old Mason would be like, hell yeah, I'd smash half that pizza with you guys. Now I'm good. I don't want it.
Yeah.
Even if I do want it, like I just shut it off. And it's something that I've had to learn to do, like just to stop.
Yeah.
Don't think about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've said that to other people and they're like, oh, that's kind of crazy. Like it's not realistic, but it is if you make yourself do it, I think. I don't know.
You definitely, the mental toughness, like being able to say no, like that's kind of where I'm going to, like being able to like hold yourself accountable. If I write something down and I'm going to do it, like you should be strong enough to do it. Mm-hmm. You said you like doing the hard stuff, and that's what I talk about all the time. Like I do cold showers because there's some benefit to it, but like really it's hard. Like I don't want to do it. And taking a cold plunge versus a cold shower, I don't know if you've done either, but cold plunge is almost easier because like you just have to get in it and you have to stay there. A cold shower, I have to physically like stay under it.
Yeah, it's
like
freezing.
There's enough room in the shower to like not be under it, So like you can kind of like cheat it a little bit or whatever. Like, oh, I was in there for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. But doing those tough things are so good for us mentally. Mm-hmm. And I don't think people realize that. Everybody wants the easy way. They want to like, I feel like our generation has become lazy, right? It's like, how can we make things easy as possible? It's like, I'm going for these runs because I know I don't want to. Like, I don't want to. Like, I purposely do not allow myself to snooze my alarm. If I set it for 5:20, I'm waking up at 5:20. Mm-hmm. I force myself to go for a walk right away in the morning. 40-minute incline walk now is like what I'm doing 4 or 5 days a week. And you know how many times I wake up and I lay there for like 4 minutes? I'm like, man, I really like just don't want to do this. But like once you do it, you're like, you know what? Like I've already won the day. Mm-hmm. So what I was saying on the episode that actually releases tomorrow, we're recording this on Monday. This is Thursday's episode. Like if you don't snooze your alarm, you wake up right away, you make your bed, and then you go out like for your walk. Like you're already starting your day off with like 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins. Like you're already setting your path for the day. Which like I feel like in acknowledging those wins, like wow, if I can do those, like I'm already setting myself up for success. I feel like that's such an important thing for mindset. And I think that's such an easy place for other people to start. Is like just start by winning the day. If you go to work and you left your bed a mess, like you've already got that, it was something easy that you could have done that would have set, kind of like that compound effect or like that, the momentum, Mm-hmm. And I'm a big proponent of that. Like starting that momentum, get that ball rolling, start off with the positive. That's why it sounds like when you wake up, you go for your workout, you go for your run or your cardio right away too.
Pretty much right away, yeah.
Just you've already won, you know, like you've already won, like you already put yourself first, and that's the most important thing.
It's out of the way.
Yeah. And it's like now no matter what happens throughout the day, I know I put myself first. That's at least my mentality.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know. It's definitely the best way to start the day.
Yeah.
I don't really know why I do it like that. It's just the most convenient for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it helps for sure to just get it out of the way right away, get the hard shit. When I first started everything, I had a little bit of like social anxiety and stuff. And I found that like if I just beat the shit out of my body, I didn't have any of that. So I just do it right away every day. And then I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like I can go out in public and be normal, whatever. Like, I don't know. So that's why I started like that. And it's just carried on. So I just always do it in the morning.
Yeah.
Before I go do anything. But
yeah, I think those people who can work construction or even like something like you do and then still work out afterwards, I mean, power to them. Like, but I can't. Like, that's why I got to work out right away in the morning. Like, because I know how easy it is to say, like, at 5, 6, 7 p.m. or whatever, 4 or 5 p.m., it's like, I could just, like, lay around or hang out or, you know, eat the chips or whatever, right? Like, it's just easy to lay around and relax. You know, it's been a long day. You get stressed out all throughout the day. Your brain's working all day. And it's like, what's the last thing you want to do is go for a heavy lift or a run or whatever. So, well, fair enough. I'm trying to think if there's any other things that I'd like to talk about before we send you on your way. Anything else that I think other people would find interesting? Do you want to talk on mental health at all? Anything that in specific? I know you've made a couple one-offs, but
I mean, I dealt with some mental health stuff as far as like a little bit of depression. Maybe I was going through a divorce and I was super overweight and whatever, and not happy in my career, and also like a little bit of social anxiety I had, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
Now that I'm past all of that, I just like tell myself like I was just being a bitch. But I definitely, it felt real at the time, you know, like that's not something I've ever struggled with in my life ever. But I think I was just so unhealthy, and like you just pump so much like processed shit into your head and brain rot, TV and junk all the time, video games, stupid shit on Facebook, that you just like get sucked into that, and it's just easy to feel like shit. And once I started working out and like doing it consistently, it just all goes away. And I think that anybody that's overweight or struggles with any of that stuff, before you go and put yourself on medicine, go for a run and just do it consistently for a week and tell me you don't feel better. I guarantee you can't. Like, you're gonna feel better. I almost guarantee it. Like, if you start watching a lot of like fitness stuff, a lot of stories are like that. Like, they deal with that same stuff, and then they wake up and they make themselves do hard shit, and it's just gone. Even if it's not working out, even if you are fit and you deal with stuff, go push yourself to do something harder, do new stuff. Don't just sit stagnant. Like, the human body, you're supposed to do stuff and want and have a drive and be passionate about something. Go do something, and it'll go away. I almost guarantee it.
Yeah.
And that's how it was for me. Like, I don't take medicine. I don't take ibuprofen. Like, I don't take Tylenol. I don't take meds at all.
I'm with you there.
And I take supplements, but I do not take traditional medicine at all. And I got to a point where I went and had spoke with somebody about my mental health. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, like, we'll just put you on like a bunch of pills. And I had high blood pressure, so they were trying to put me on pills for that too. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I was like, that's really when it clicked. Like, absolutely not. I will not do this. And for me, just getting out and doing something, working out, got rid of it completely. I do not struggle with it at all anymore. Like, at all. I don't even remember what it feels like. Like, just normal now. I'm just a normal guy now. You know,
Yeah.
I think it's very powerful. You need to go and change your life and get your body right, and your mind will follow.
Yeah. I agree with that 100%. I mean, I think I say it all the time. When I'm not going to relate to that because I haven't gone through that. I've also always been very involved in fitness and sports and like constantly pushing myself. But when I focus on myself first, everything else is better.
Mm-hmm.
Work is better. Like our business does better. My personal relationships do better. My work relationships do better, right? Because like I know like my attitude's just better. Like I've done so much like already this morning for me to be the best that it just everything else is better from it, you know? So when you're not caring about yourself and when you're not, you know, eating the best and you're not working out or all of these things, like it's just again more of a downward slope than an upward slope. Like you're just everything piles on, everything gets worse, everything gets tougher, like everything shit hurts more. My sleep is like like it's just compounding. Like you start working out more, you start caring for yourself, your sleep gets better. Like everything else just improves. Every other aspect of your life. So your confidence goes up, your social anxiety goes right. Like all of these other things just kind of go to the side because you're like, you know what, I feel a little bit better. That confidence, I feel like, is such a big thing, and I feel like that confidence helps everything else too. I feel better. The mirror looks better. The scale feels better. My shirts fit better. Like all of these things in your brain now, it's just like, oh shoot, and then you start eating better. Real food, your mental clarity's, but like it's just again, it just keeps going one at a time. So, well, anything else that you want to leave everybody with, like any words of wisdom, one-liners, anything that, you know, you've already said some really good stuff, but if there's anything that you want to say to, maybe if you were going to talk to your 18-year-old self or your 21-year-old self, right, that Mason that needs this Mason now, like what have you told yourself back then? You know what I mean? Like,
just don't listen to your peers, do what you want to do. Like, I think you kind of touched on it, like this generation is maybe a little soft, or I don't know how you put it before earlier, what you said, but that's what I'm going to say. Like they look at people that want to do better for themselves and do these things, and they're like, oh, that guy's crazy. Like, I don't understand that mindset at all anymore. Like, you should want to do better for yourself and do better things and be driven and whatever, be passionate about something, and don't judge the next person for doing that. And that's what I would tell my younger self is like, fuck going to the bars. Don't worry about how fast you can shotgun a beer or whatever, where our dollar bottles on packed, you know, Thursday nights or whatever. Focus on college and getting your mind and health better at that time anyways for me. And just, you know, break the norm, I guess. Don't follow a crowd. Do what you want to do. Because ultimately I've always wanted to do that. It's always been easier to just go hang out with the boys, I guess. Yeah. Fuck the boys. I don't care. Yeah. If you're not with what I got going on, I'm cool. Yeah. You go do you. I hope you're happy. Yeah.
Focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. Well, we'll leave off there. Maybe have you on again in the future if you want to join us.
Yes, sir.
First podcast is over. How do you feel like it feel good? I mean,
you went all right.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mason, for hopping on.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you guys share this episode with maybe other people in a similar shoe, whether maybe they've gone through it, maybe they're going through it, maybe you know, maybe you shouldn't send the video to somebody who you really think should go through it. Like usually they got to want to change first, but help spread the message, help share the word, share the episodes, do whatever you got to do. Is there any social media that you want anybody? I mean, you said you're not much of a big social media guy, but
no, I don't really have anything.
There you have it. So if you have any questions, shoot us an email, Garrett at Fitness Grizzly. If there's any questions that you want us to maybe ask Mason, have him on again, or maybe you want to tell us don't ever have him on again, whatever you guys want to tell us, shoot us a message. If you want to add me on Snapchat, Colton.Burt, Instagram, Facebook, ColtonBurt19. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for hopping on. And we'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.